this might be, what I think is the most important. Lean on customer feedback to fuel next steps. We are kind of living in this world where we're just not really sure what's around the corner, what's going to happen next, what's going to happen to our business model. Maybe you've moved it to online where you were primarily selling in person. But as a result, there's going to be many trends that grew because of COVID-19 that will certainly outlast this pandemic. So think of things like digital banking, grocery delivery services, telehealth doctor's appointments. Of course, these trends existed pre-COVID, but consumers were never forced to use them. So because of this pandemic, there's going to be a huge population of people who will continue to use these services even after social distancing regulations have lifted. Think about just the digital banking. Let's kind of back up to that. There's many people, primarily in the older generations, who didn't even know, you can take a picture of your check and you can submit it into your bank account. They would go in person to the teller and submit their check, or go there to take out money and all that different stuff. They never even really knew about the online banking capabilities that were out there. So now that they're kind of forced to be using those and they're seeing how easy it is, they might choose to, instead of once, the restrictions have been lifted, to continue making those mobile payments or continue to use those apps. It's really important, if you've made any sort of different approach from your in-person business model to your digital business model, to seek customer feedback and understand, are they going to come back to, the in-person approach, or are they going to continue? If they're going to continue with the digital business model, then, you definitely need to think about ways where, whether it's, user experience research or redesign of your website, things like that, you definitely want to understand where you should be allocating your budget for the remainder of 2020 and 2021. So if your company has made any changes, like I said, from the in-person business model, some of the questions that you can be asking your customer are, what products or services will be more of a priority to you? Will this digital transformation last, or will you go back to old habits? How was your first time using our digital platform? Were there any issues? Were there any problems? These are some definitely great questions to help kind of steer you in that right direction. So like I said, before wasting any money on making big institutional changes among your online platform, definitely evaluate the percentage of customers who will return to normalcy and those who will stick to the digital model. So on this other side of the spectrum, if your business has closed due to coronavirus, I still encourage you to collect customer feedback. So as we've seen, there's kind of been a decrease in restaurant usage, and that's primarily because, they've had to close their doors or primarily just have takeout services. So if you're a restaurant owner, I still recommend that you should conduct a customer survey. Take this time and ask your customers, what new items would you like to see at our restaurant? What are you most satisfied with? What are you least satisfied with? If we were to provide carryout, or whatever, the new service or promotion is that you'd like to test out, how likely are you to use it? So there's multiple benefits here. One, you're still staying in touch and you're still staying top of mind with your customers. I don't think if, you have had to close your doors that you should just completely stop communicating with your customers altogether. You definitely want to, still increase that brand awareness, still stay top of mind with your customers. The second benefit, you're still learning new information for how to improve your dining experience once you're able to open your doors again. So you're looking for things that you can adjust and improve upon from when, we were open in January versus when we're going to be opening hopefully and later in the summer. Get your staff prepared, get your, affairs in order to just deliver the best experience possible. And third, the factors that customers are most satisfied with should definitely be used in your marketing campaign messaging to encourage new business. So again, for the example of a restaurant, is it people love how fast the food comes? Do they love the wait staff? Do they love the free bread that you provide them at dinner? Whatever it is that is the overwhelming response, it should definitely be utilized in all of your marketing messaging on your website, because that'll definitely is, what they love the most, and is what's most likely new customers will love the most as well. So how do you, conduct a customer survey? Of course, you can partner with Drive Research or any other market research company, but there are also plenty of free online survey tools that you guys can use, such as SurveyMonkey, that you can rely on to collect customer feedback. So this is, I'm not exactly sure the pricing of SurveyMonkey. I'm sure there is a free version, with some limited capabilities, but again, we'd be happy to kind of help guide you in that right direction there.